methodology which will be there for this training. So the training methodology also will be discussed. And then, as there is an exam of Power BI whose name is or title is PL 300. So I will brief about PL 300 exam as well, and I will relate whatever we have learnt in project life cycle, those topics how they are in the PL 300, because it might happen that you might intend to clear the Power BI certification after the training gets finished. So a little bit of briefing on that of course will be done today in this demo session as well. And of course some hands-on, some demos will be there. It will not be only PPT. I will be showing you practically created Power BI reports by me, and even if required maybe I can show you one simple uh, say report how to create. So let's start. First of all, as I said, I will just quickly, without taking big time, I will just introduce myself. I am Mandar Mule, a software trainer, totally 25 years of training experience I have. Actually, next month only I'm going to complete 25 years because I started way back in August 1999. So this August 2024, it will be the 25th year into a software industry as a trainer. So it has become a milestone for me this particular year. So I am very much excited about that. And particularly that is going to happen next month, August only. Then my technical vertical is important for you because there could be participants from different backgrounds. So I have mentioned that I am a person from databases. So when I say databases, there are two types of databases: SQL database and no SQL. So within SQL databases, Oracle, SQL Server, DB2, Teradata, MySQL, MS Access. These are SQL databases. And within NoSQL, MongoDB, Cassandra, DynamoDB. These are NoSQL databases. Data warehouse is another area. ETL tools are there. Some of you might not be aware. It's perfectly okay. You don't have to know everything right now. SSIS is the tool. Informatica, Oracle Data Integrator. So data warehousing, I am very much aware of. Business intelligence, the main area of this training, Power BI. So there are many tools in BI, Power BI, of course. Then Tableau, if you are knowing, Tableau, ClickView, ClickSense, MicroStrategy, OBIEE, that is Oracle Business Intelligence Enterprise Edition, Crystal Reports, and still some more BI tools. Cloud, Azure particularly, I am aware of or I have worked on, and Excel. Now, Excel means it could be advanced Excel, Excel macros with VBA, coding, and everything. So, this is my technical vertical. We will be focusing on the business intelligence part within this, as Power BI falls under the category of BI or data visualization. What do you want to say? I am MCT, Microsoft Certified Trainer since 2010. So I am authorized trainer to deliver trainings on Microsoft official curriculum. Of course, I have done Power BI certification 3 years back, so I am Power BI certified. I cleared that exam, and I have also done certifications in some other technologies like here mentioned Oracle, Teradata, Azure, SQL Server, and MSBI. And then, although I am a trainer, means my main expertise is training. Of course, I do have software development experience within this 25 years, roughly 7 to 8 years, which is in the areas like SQL, Power BI, particularly data warehouse, and VBA macros. Now, specifically talking about Power BI, 7 projects. In 7 projects as a Power BI developer, I have worked successfully in the last 6 to 7 years. Consultant, because right now I am a consultant, freelance trainer, and freelance developer. So 7 projects as a Power BI developer also I have worked. So within my trainings, I share that development experience as well, because implementation is something different and theoretical knowledge is something different. So unless you have that implementation knowledge, workarounds, practical things to configure, generally that theoretical knowledge doesn't make sense. It gets handicapped if you don't know the configuration and the practical implementation part. So therefore, I work as a developer also intermittently along with training. And within Power BI, definitely I will be sharing the development experience when it comes to one particular topic, how the difficulty level can get escalated. Although when we learn, we feel it's easy, but practical implementation, as I said, can be at a very different level. So yes, I do cover those points within the training delivery. And I have done technical blog writing for certain companies in areas like Excel, SQL, Power BI as well. And I also deliver train the trainer programs for junior trainers, mentoring them. So this is all about myself. Your area of interest, of course, is Power BI, I know, and that is completely fitting in my introduction. So this much is sufficient right now as far as my work exposure or introduction is concerned. You can stop me at any point of time if you want something more, or if you're not getting anything. Let's not have it as a monologue. Of course, I'm going to have a question answer or some discussion round once we finish this initial part, so that your questions, your queries, or particularly anything you want to ask, definitely we will cover. Hmm? So right now also you can unmute in between, stop me, although I'm not able to see anybody. If I mean anything is mentioned in the chat window or something, I may go in my flow. So don't worry, you can stop me. Okay, so this was just my introduction. Now, so I hope we can go ahead. All fine so far. Maybe there could be some participants who could have joined a bit. I don't know, after I started. So I hope all fine. We can go ahead. I
Yes.
just introduced myself, so it's okay. Good. Okay. So now there is no question or anything. I hope so. Uh, Now see what happens after this. The next thing is very important. So pay attention. See, when it comes to something like C++, it's or Java, it's an object-oriented programming language. Maybe some of you could be aware. When it comes to Oracle, SQL Server, those are databases. When it comes to Azure, AWS, that is cloud computing. So Power BI falls under what category? So Power BI falls under the category data visualization. Tableau, Power BI means you can. These are all that is synonyms. You can say business intelligence, which is the more sophisticated. I can say sophisticated word, or more corporate word, business intelligence. The another terminology is data visualization. Both mean same. So now let's try to understand first, if Power BI falls under the category of data visualization, exactly what is data visualization? Without taking big time, because it's not actual training, but I'm just going to make you all acquainted exactly what is all Power BI all about. So see, first point, data means summarized or aggregated data. Means what? I have volume of data wherein transaction ID is there, product ID, quantity, amount, and then like this multiple transactions are there. I want product wise sum of amount, or month wise sum of amount, or customer ID wise sum of amount, or country wise sum of amount. So it will be aggregated data. It will not be actual row by row data which we are going to visualize, because that doesn't make sense. Right now, this monsoon is going on heavily. So in each area in India, what is the rainfall? That has to be calibrated and then shown, so that the government can take actions about wherever the rain is heavy and all that. So the decision making or further line of action would become more easier if we summarize data. So data would be summarized data or aggregated data, some max, mean, average, that type of data. Now, the second word is visualization. Data means what I told, visualization. Now that summaries which we have created, we can't show in simple text. They will not be appealing. So they, if we show through bar chart or a column chart or a line chart, or for that matter a waterfall chart, or it could be a area chart, it could be a funnel chart, it could be some any other type of chart, then a human eye and brain coordination becomes fast, super fast, if anything is shown in pictorial way. In diagrammatic illustration, if things are shown, that a human brain and eye coordination becomes super fast than text. So I have data which is summarized. Okay, good. Now I want to showcase it properly. So there are means, not only text, bar chart, column chart. So summarized data showing through charts is data visualization. So simple. Summarized or aggregate data showing through charts or graphs, whatever you want to say, is data visualization. Now, in this category, there are lots of tools in the market. Power BI, of course, Tableau is pioneer. Tableau started this concept. Then, as I said earlier, mentioned ClickView, ClickSense, MicroStrategy. Many are there. Open source tools also are there, and product based are also there. So they all follow the principles of data visualization. That means, so this is about little bit about data visualization. So let's quickly understand with the example so that it becomes it will not become too theoretical or too I can say conceptual. So see, now I'm just going to throw you I mean in front of you something like a pivot table. Okay. I hope most of you are aware of pivot table in normal Excel. This could be an Excel view right now. So now you can see what has happened here. This is self-explanatory, actually speaking. The product type, then the sub-product type are the row headings. The regions are the column headings, and for every combination, total sales and total profit are there. Now this is summary. This is summarized data, of course. This is summary only, but the thing is, it is shown in text format. Everything is numbers, numbers, text. So it becomes very difficult as a human to understand the ups and downs, the trends, the outliers, the highest values, the lowest values. It is not that easy immediately to conclude or to understand. The same thing instead of showing through text. Now, see, if I show in this fashion, it makes sense. Now, this makes more sense. Data is same, but shown in a different way. Visually. Now, red color indicates it's a loss. Dark green color indicates it's a good profit. So, as a third person, as an outsider to the business, even I can understand Espresso did a very good business in Central, but the same Espresso has incurred a loss in East region, particularly in Cafe Mocha type of sub-product of Espresso. It becomes so simple. As a third person, also I can understand immediately outliers, trend, ups, downs, average. If I understand this way, rather than going through the numbers, if I am showing this way, it becomes more easier, and particularly for the top management. Okay, so this will be the power of data visualization. So if you undergo the training of Power BI, you definitely will be able to showcase the same summaries, maybe in this way, effectively. This is one of the example, just nothing beyond that. Okay, now see here, what prototyping happens. This is like a prototyping example. This is the good animation is there. So just understand. I have three countries: Australia, Canada, France. I have 5 months, January to May, as you can see, and there are four numeric figures whose summaries can be there: quantity, budget, cost, and sales. But my client is specifically asking me, for Australia, show me the sales for February. So country has to be Australia. The summary has to be of sales. Month has to be only February, not anything else, not any other month. So see how engineering is done of the tool that I'm trying to, or the prototyping. First, it focuses the Australia layer in which all the numeric figures, all the months. Then it pinpoints the cells of Australia. It's like a cube. As you can see, it's like a cube. Hmm? Cells of Australia for all the 5 months. And then finally, it focuses on the February sales of Australia. And now we got $6,745. $6,745 becomes the sales of Australia for February. So see, it's like a cube structure, and it will have a 360-degree view. Now you will ask, oh, no, now Mandar, I want Canada's total budget for April. Or somebody say, no, 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 I want France total cost for February or for May. So combination could be anything. It could be any permutation and combination. So like a cube structure, the data visualization will be eager to show you any permutation combination summary. This is just a prototyping, conceptual. So this is about data visualization as a concept. Now, what happens? Although this all looks very, what I can say, simple, things are not going to be that simple. When you become a Power BI professional and all that, what you are going to learn means what are the challenges that we have to understand. So far, it was all good picture, or it was straightforward for us to understand. But when it comes to real project implementation, when you start with Power BI as a developer, then things are not that straightforward. So now see, I have just shown you things mixed together with different colors, different shapes together, like it's a mess, I can say. It's a chaotic situation. Now, what has happened? Why I'm showing this diagram right now? So data can come from different locations, and then you have to summarize. Means when I get a new customer enrolled, that customer's information is in Excel file because my marketing guy is comfortable with Excel. A new customer ID gets generated, the customer gets enrolled. Now, that customer wants to select a product on through product catalog. That information is in Azure cloud. So you give a login to that customer goes into Azure login, gets connected there and select the product. And the payment gateway or the payment is done through Oracle software. Now see, the same customer's information is in a standalone Excel file in the Azure cloud when that person selects the product. And when the payment has to be done, the same customer's information will be in Oracle software. Business wise, the customer is same, but the same customer's information is flowing across different heterogeneous environments. So now it's not so simple. It's not that simple. Okay, so this is like mixed things. So now first, see, now what has happened? We are sorted as per the colors. A little bit understanding we are getting. That black we have less. A little understanding we got here. Hmm? Then we are trying to form a diagram kind or a model arranged. Now we are arranging and then super finishing is this. So see, this becomes the ultimate thing, a Power BI report or a dashboard. So things were all together, mixed. We separated them color wise, we tried to arrange them, and then finally this becomes a perfect output from that entire material which was haphazardly mixed otherwise. So this becomes the ultimate thing when it comes to data visualization, that you will have challenges. Data would not be correct. There would be duplicates. There could be some white spaces additional. There could be some wrong entries, some spelling mistakes, everything. So that all has to be done, which is not shown here, but that everything in arranged will be there. And finally, this will be the output. Because right now I involve Excel, Azure, and Oracle. These only three will not be the mediums. Still more sources will be there. Those who are from software here, JSON, data can be from JSON file, from XML, from web APIs, from REST APIs. Those who are from software, they can understand what I'm telling. So, therefore, then getting data from those areas and then going ahead is the challenge. So, in data visualization, final aim is this only. So now coming to Power BI as such. Now what is happening here is that so far I just explained a little bit about data visualization and I told that there are multiple tools available. So Power BI is a tool given by Microsoft, and it's if precisely if you want to know, from 2014 it has started. So this is the one decade has been finished now, 10 years successfully, and the market started picking up for Power BI. If you ask me, particularly from 2018 19, it has boomed up, it has shooted up the market, and now Power BI is at the peak. It is it is ruling the market, that is for sure. It is number one data visualization tool right now. Job opportunities wise, project opportunities wise, definitely it has grabbed the market of data visualization or business intelligence. Definitely, I can say. Even my Power BI trainings have increased leaps and bounds as compared to my Tableau or ClickView trainings, and my Power BI software development projects have increased more than the other BI tools. Therefore, this is as per my, and see, I started Power BI right from 2014 only. So now I am associated with Power BI with 10 years. So I know the growth of Power BI. So this is about a little bit about Power BI. So see, the data is coming from different environments, cloud, from HTML file, from Excel, from SQL. That monkey icon is one of the say that is digital marketing software. It is one of the digital marketing, MailChimp. It is, the name is MailChimp. So data can come from even SAP applications, ERP applications, anything. So see, data comes in Power BI and then finally you can show nice dashboard or something in this fashion. So data is coming from heterogeneous sources. Some magic Power BI is going to do. Now, what is that magic that Power BI does on that data? You will learn in that training only. And then the final ultimate, you can see there's a pie chart shown, a bubble chart shown, scattered chart shown, a line chart shown, a column chart is shown, summaries are shown, because that is what top management is interested in. Top management doesn't want to know this the summary has come from Excel or from MailChimp or from SQL. Why? They do not have exposure to technology. Top management is non-IT person people, but they want summaries finally at the end of the day. So it is Power BI is abstracting everything as well. So now, how to learn Power BI, or what are the main areas of Power BI? So distinctly, Power BI comes in two areas. Your work area of Power BI is divided in two things. First is Power BI desktop, and the second is Power BI service. There are two things. Okay. So desktop is like offline, your standalone, like Excel. Means you create a report, save it locally on your machine. That is Power BI desktop. But then what happens? If you create a report in desktop and save it locally in your machine, in a corporate environment, it will not get counted. And if I want to share that report with 500 employees or some 200 customers, then I can't do like this. I can send an email to them, and that's not a feasible way. So now there should be a central repository of all the reports. For that, we have Power BI service, which is a Azure cloud service. So what happens? The initially report is created in Power BI desktop, then published or uploaded, could be a simple word, in Power BI service. Then the Power BI admin will give privileges of on that report to the users, and users can see that report through browser as a medium, and they just should have the Power BI user account. They don't need to have installed Power BI desktop on their machine and all that. So simple. So therefore, Power BI service plays a big role here. Otherwise, as a developer, you will create report in desktop, which is a individual machine-based software. But then that file will be local right now, initially. So I hope so far whatever I told in this about till the main components of Power BI desktop, is it fine? Are we all on the same page? Are you finding this a bit fast, or you are not getting anything, or you want to ask some doubt in this? Please let me know. Otherwise, I can go ahead. Maybe in the chat window you can mention. If everything is fine, just you can say okay. Miss okay means I can go ahead then. So just you can just reply in the chat window, or maybe yeah, you can have a thumbs up also. It's all it's good for me. So because being online, I can't see everybody's face and understand what the reactions, whether you are getting or not and all. So this protocol as a online trainer has to be there to make this interactive. Okay, so I got feedback from Pooja, Sanket. Thanks. What about others? Okay, Kamlesh also, Ujwal, fine, very good. So it seems that so far no other Priyadarshan is fine with whatever is happening so far. See, let's make this interactive, and of course, I'm going to check your background. I mean, I'm going to ask you some questions later once we finish this initial part. Don't worry. Maybe I'll just finish this the initial introduction about means exactly what you are going to, for what type of course you are going to get take the admission. You should be clear. What is the takeaway in that 1.5 months? What is the flow you should be aware of? Therefore, this demo session is there. Okay, so it seems all good. We can definitely, it seems, move ahead. I told about the main components. Now something a little bit technical. Power BI project life cycle means what is end to end in Power BI project life cycle. See, in desktop, what is you are going to do? See, your journey starts with desktop as a developer. You create a report first in desktop, save it locally, and then publish in service. That is the main thing. So in desktop, what you will do is initially get the data from source or sources. So it could be from Excel file, from SQL Server, because see, Power BI doesn't have data on its own, by the way. It will acquire data from some source. It could be from Oracle, from Excel. So you will copy that data within Power BI. Or there is one more thing, that is direct query. But that all I'm not explaining right now. In the training, those things get elaborated. So right now we can understand, get the data from the source. Now, once the data is taken from the source, a very interesting point that comes is clean and transform the data. It might happen if the data is coming from flat text files or Excel files. Data is not good. Means there are some white spaces that they have to be trimmed. Spelling mistakes are there. Or sometimes what happens, people write in country, a good example I will give you, United States as a name, US, USA, America, different synonyms for the same country. Some people will write USA, some people write the full form United States of America, some people write America only, some people write only states. The business meaning remains same. But then I can replace all those synonyms and make a single country name, so that in my summaries that will not trouble me. Otherwise, USA will be a different summary, states will be a different summary, America will be a different summary. That will go wrong. There are some duplicate entries, records get duplicated, they have to be removed. White spaces have to be trimmed. Spelling mistakes have to be rectified. Data types have to be changed. So lots of things are there. You cannot, take the data as it is and start doing analysis. No, it's not like that. So these two things are done using Power Query. There is a Power Query as a mechanism for doing this data cleaning transformation. Those who know ETL, extraction transformation loading, it is something like that. Now, once this is done, once data is clean, nice, it's transformed, now comes a little bit of more higher level aspect, creating relationships within the tables. Like I have one Excel file, I have one Azure table, I have one Oracle table. Because customer personal information in Excel file, the product selected information in Azure table, and payment information in Oracle table. But it is of the same customer. So the customer ID mapping has to be done everywhere. Like those who know Excel VLOOKUP or something like that. Something, so that mapping is important, so that I can get a one consolidated report of one customer. In the last 5 months, this customer's entire transactions, which products he or she has taken, through which payment gateways, that because sometimes they change their debit cards, customers. They change the way of doing the payment. Sometimes through Google Pay, sometimes through a debit card, sometimes through credit card, whatever it could be. The interface gets changed. So that all details, which product was there for that, what was the PAN number or Aadhaar card number of that customer for security purpose or for verification purpose, everything is required. So mapping relationship of these three separate tables has to be done. Otherwise, it will become difficult. So that is known as data modeling. Then you can even do some value add. Means, for example, from the source, I have salary as a column, but that source has salary per month. In my dashboards or in reports, I don't want to show salary per month in the aggregation. I want CTC, annual salary, to come. So whatever is salary per month into 12 naturally becomes CTC. Everybody knows that. But now I don't have that value in my source. No problem. I can create a new column in Power BI. So simple, in simple words, I have imported or taken 10 columns from an Excel file, data of 10 columns. I can create a 11th column, one more, in Power BI, which is CTC. And why only one? I can create multiple derived columns. Measures I can create, max, mean, average. I can create some lookup tables, like list of holidays I have got. So the billable days, non-billable days. Now look, that list of holidays I don't have anywhere in the source. So I can create my own tables. So point number 4 is you are doing value add on the source data. So it's not just import data and do it, create a report on that. These two aspects, point number 3 and point number 4, is done using the nuclear weapon of Power BI. I'm using the word nuclear weapon. That status I'm giving to that using DAX, data analysis expression, full form, data analysis expression. What is DAX? DAX is nothing but function library. Like what Excel has function library, Python has function library, SQL has function library. Likewise, DAX is a function library of Power BI, wherein statistical functions, numeric functions, string functions, date functions, lookup functions, It could be boolean functions, information functions. There could be then there are functions, filter functions. A number of variety of functions are there, which as a Power BI developer you have to know. Time intelligence functions, lots of functions are there, and we have special weightage in the training for DAX, because if DAX is nuclear weapon of Power BI, it has to be understood very well. It's not difficult, but it has a learning curve because formula writing is there using DAX. Okay, so these things are done. Point number 3 and point number 4 using DAX. So some coding, some formula writing is there, of course. And then point number 5 is easy, creating visuals, presentation layer. Whether the background color should be dark pink or blur pink, on that the chart column should be dark green or blur green. So you should have aesthetic sense. Presentation layer, what should be the report format, whether some watermark of company name should be there, logo should be there or not, header, footers, visuals, presentation layer. So this is costume and drapery department. Creating visuals is costume and drapery, makeup artist, makeup team. Relationships and derived columns is like a director's job, or rather the first four is director's job. Right from getting data, cleaning, transform, relationship, derived column is director of the movie. Visuals creating is makeup team, costume drapery, because that actor should be presentable also in front of camera. Only dialogue delivery, only facial good expressions, good they say that is voice modulation will not be sufficient. How that person is dressed, attire, everything is right from hairstyle, everything matters, as we know. So presentation layer is a big component in any data visualization, because if presentation layer is dull, everything is good, but presentation dull, people will not see your visual or dashboard. So we will invest time in that also.
So,
Then,
Mandar,
yes,
I think there is a participant who
ah,
has some questions, some
okay,
queries.
yeah,
So,
okay, yes, sure. So maybe because I was
it's
in full
Vidya.
screen chat window, I was not able to see this entire interface. Yes, Vidya, go ahead. You can unmute and please speak.
Hi, this
Hi,
is Vidya.
yeah,
Actually, the today's section can be shared.
sorry.
The recorded that video will be shared or not?
Acha, acha, okay. This demo sessions recording. Maybe Niranjan will be the right person to answer this.
Hello.
Hello, Niranjan.
Can you hear me, Mandar?
The
Yeah,
demo,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
So, Vidya, what you can do is you can send an email to. You would have received an email from my side. You can reply to that email. I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah, sure, Niranjan.
Okay, sure, fine. So can we go ahead? Okay, yeah. So now here we have come up to this point. Present, create visuals, and then save the file locally because you are in desktop, and publish to Power BI service. But to publish, you need a user account. So I will not elaborate everything right now because this is not the actual training. We'll see that later. In Power BI service, then the same report has gone in Power BI service also, a duplicate copy. There, as an end user, you will be able to see that report, analyze that report. So data analysis is what we are going to do as an end user. The most important part, dashboard creation, and reports and dashboards are technically different. I am going to keep that suspense in the demo session because in the training it is well one special session of dashboard and everything is there, how dashboards are different than reports and all, because people use in sometimes very wrong words. They create a report and they say that I have created dashboard. It's not a dashboard. Dashboard is different, report is different. So we'll see that important things only will be shown in dashboard. Right now I am just telling that much. So creating a dashboard will be an important thing, then sharing that report with the different users, and also as per that their roles. Means some users can see only summaries of India, whereas some users can of the same report, Some users can see summaries of UAE, some can see Germany, not all countries, and some super user can see summaries of all the countries as per their roles. Okay, so we'll see that there is row level security, one interesting topic for that. Sharing the reports. Sharing the reports doesn't happen in desktop. Huh? Desktop is like a factory wherein you are just like a worker or operator creating the car. That time you don't know this car will be sold to whom, because that car is in the factory right now. But service is like dealer's room or showroom wherein that actually the car will be sold. So sharing and all will happen in service. And then refreshing mechanism, because if the data gets changed in the source, then in Power BI service also means new records get added, then that should be refreshed in Power BI service. So gateways are there. So that refreshing mechanism is there. And then there is one more thing, last but not the least, implement self-service BI. Means what? In Power BI service also you can create a report. You can do data modeling. You can create layered columns. You can have presentation layer. Fabric. Fabric is a new component from the last 1 year, which has started, which uh, is going to do this all. So, in simple words, self-service BI means without desktop, things can happen in service also, right from scratch, creating report. That is self-service BI. So that also becomes an important aspect in service. So this is the project life cycle in general. So there are different areas of learning: Power Query, DAX, how to create different types of charts, how to create dashboards, how to share reports as per roles, what is gateways, many things you are going. There is a concept of workspace, lots of things we are going to understand in that in the project life cycle. Okay, now I come to something very important: training methodology. Means how I will be delivering this training, because that is important for you finally. So this will be something very crucial, because this will decide something like how the training is going to, how much it will become successful. See, the first important point is it will be completely hands-on and demo based. It's today being a demo, I am going through PPT. That's okay. That is to be done in demo sessions and all that. But when the actual training starts, it will be more hands-on. I will do a step, you will follow that step. You will also do that step. So you will be also not only observing, you will be doing with me. One lab will happen within the training only, within the session only. One lab or one hands-on. It will be completely demo based. Emphasis will be given on real life scenarios and practical implementation. 1 + 1 = 2, everybody knows. But when you go on the project, the answer gets you get 78.96. So there's a workaround from 78.96 how to get 2. There's a workaround. Life is not that simple, as we know. So real life scenarios and practical implementation will be covered. I am an empaneled interviewer for certain companies because interview process is also outsourced. So I know what industry asks the questions to a Power BI developer. So generally what I do within my training, I cover interview based questions within the training delivery. So I enable you to clear the interview. I ensure that these points should be highlighted within the training and people should know, so that this things are going to come in your interview of Power BI. Because cracking the interview is the most important thing finally. Just having knowledge will not, or just being certified is not sufficient. So that aspect is of course going to be covered. And those who aspire to go with exam PL300, I will be giving exam orientation also of that exam whose name is PL300. The title of that exam of Power BI is PL300. So exam orientation, what types of questions are coming, how you have to study, that all also will be covered within the training. Then what will you get as a student within this as a training material? You will get lots of data sets, Excel data sets, SQL data sets, XML, JSON data sets, because as you know right now, data comes from different sources. So data sets you will get like quality data sets. I mean, I have some of them I have only created, some of them I have downloaded from Microsoft site or from GitHub or from Kaggle or anything else. And some of them I have created data sets. Training courseware, of course, I have step-by-step documents, so that what happens if you forget the steps, you can go through that. And PPTs also, whatever PPTs are there, and step-by-step documents I will be sharing with you. Screenshots are given in step-by-step documents. So if you follow that, exactly it will happen like that. Then lab assignments will be given, because demos are done, but based on that, you will do independently. Offline, you will do independently. Lab assignments will be given. Case study will be given, a project scenario based problem statement. This will happen at the end, point number 4, once we cover all the topics. At the end, I will give you a project to work on, wherein right from day 1 till the last day, 10th day, everything will get implemented via a project. So in your profile, you can also mention that not only attended a training, but yes, although it is not a live project, but I have implemented it in a project, so that the confidence the interviewer gets. Okay, so what implementation you have done, you can elaborate that time. So this is the training methodology. It will be, as I said, it will be more of a fun doing the things and getting the results, outcome, expected outcome or results is important, rather than just for the sake of completing the training. It's not going to be, of course, like that. The outcome is of this training is very important for all of us here, that you should get finally benefited. That's the real objective. As a participant, you should get benefited by getting good job, or getting certified initially, whatever, or in the same job right now you want to grow in Power BI, whatever it could be your objective. So this was just the training methodology. Now little bit, because most of the inquiries do come about certification. So I'll just brief about PL300 exam. So see what happens, as I told that Power BI is the #1 data creation tool. So there has to be some standardization about what knowledge you have. So PL300 has 54 questions, 100 minutes, some 670 odd is the percentage passing. 4,800 rupees is the cost in Indian currency. You can, it's a not a open book. It's a proper proctored Prometric Center exam. I will tell the details more later. I told a lot of things in the last 1 or 2 minutes about this exam. But yeah, it will be a proper exam whose certificate you get from Microsoft. So it's a global recognition. Of course, once you clear the exam, of course, but naturally. Now, see, there are 4 skills get measured in this PL300 as per the project life cycle. First is preparing data, means that data cleaning, transformation, and all that. The questions come in this. Modeling data, relationships, derived columns, measures that I told. Then visualize and analyze the presentation layer and that. And finally, deploy and maintain assets. This is the Power BI service part. So, questions do come in these 4 sectors: prepare the data, model the data, visualize and analyze the data, and deploy. All these 4 areas properly get covered in our training. And already I told you the project life cycle. Now let's go a little bit more on the practical part. So let's see some demos, so that I will come out of PPT. Now let's say bye bye to PPT. Now we'll just practically see something, so that this will be the conviction will happen. Oh yeah, it's happening or something like this. So fine. Canada, we have some small time left. So can we go with demo a little bit? Can I show you what types of reports get created and all that? All fine so far? Any other question? Okay, so seems to be fine. Some students have reacted. Okay, now what I'm going to do right now is, I have already created the reports. I'll just show you that, so that you'll be clear what is this demo reports. There are some 7 reports. These are local through desktop I created. But what happens, Power BI desktop takes a lot of RAM to open every file and close. It will take 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and that it will be time consuming affair. So therefore, I have already published this in Power BI service through some user account. So I will do one thing. First of all, I will show you some data, source data, because that also will be given to you. No? So sales data is there. This is t-shirts data. I will just open the Excel file. So you will get conversion, and then quickly I will show you with the so see, this is t-shirts data. So if you can see the sleeve length, full sleeve, half sleeve, sleeveless, color of the t-shirt, pattern, striped or solid, neck style, round, collar or V shape, size, S XL, L, S, double XL. So these are functional properties of a t-shirt, which everybody can understand. And then order ID, order date, customer ID, which is repeating. See, customer ID, which is repeating. And then in that transaction, in that order, this customer whose name ID is 197 took a combination of full sleeve, blue, striped, round, small size, 5 t-shirts of 1699 per. So the total cost was 8495, and such different permutations and combinations are 30,000. So it is a quality data set. This is a quality data set. Please see, lots of permutations and combinations are happening in sleeve length, color, pattern, neck style, size. So there is a lot of scope in analyzing data here, summarizing data. So it's a quality data. So now here, this was just about data set. So quickly, what I will do now is I'll just go into Power BI service. So there is a standard URL, app.powerbi.com. You just have to observe now. I'll go to the Power BI service. I will log in through some user account which already, has been created. So sometimes the internet, the Power BI site can take a little bit time. Okay, now see, I'm just getting connected with one of the user account. Don't worry about this, how it was created and all that. That all gets properly explained in the training. Right now, I'm just giving you a feel of what is the report created. So just focus on the actual report. So now, those demo reports which I have shown here, the demo reports which I have shown in the local files are also in the same 7 reports are here. So what I'll do, I'll just open the first report in Power BI service. And now see what I'm trying to show in each of this report, each page. There are 2 charts. First is cost by sleeve length and cost by neck style. Already I have shown you, cost by sleeve length. Sum of cost by sleeve length of 30,000 records. And one more thing is there, sum of cost by neck style, round, collar. So what business round has given me, collar has given me, V shape has given me, or what business full sleeve has given me, half sleeve has given me, or sleeveless has given me. So now this is the summary of each. See one interesting aspect. If I click on the bar of half sleeve, the cost by next style also got changed. Can anybody interpret what has happened? As a business user, as a business user, I repeat so that you can understand what is the question. I click on the bar of half sleeve. Something got changed in the adjacent chart. Can anybody make out the business meaning of this?
So for half sleeves, it has categorized only for half sleeves. So 41 is 16 plus 15 plus 10, 41.
Very good. Perfect. So now it is just zooming the half sleeve for next style wise. And I click again, everything comes back. It could be reverse also. For round, if I click, for round, the business given by full sleeve, half sleeve, and sleeveless. So the charts are interactive. The charts are interactive. And to make this it's fun, it's very easier. To create this is not going to be difficult. Then we can filter records. Now see colors. Now if I select a color blue, see the summaries of sleeve length and next style got changed. If I select green, there, so I can filter the records color wise and all that. Then I have a typical cascading list and cards. Means I select a particular country, states of that country only will come. California, Texas, because US selected. I select California, cities of California only will come. Los Angeles and Sacramento. So LA, Los Angeles. If I select Los Angeles, the figures of only Los Angeles are coming down. So cascading. So now I remove California and I go with Texas, cities of Texas. Now I move here from Australia, and to do this all, this is typical requirement in projects. So Australia means only Australian states should come. Now Victoria means only everything, all cities of Victoria, and then Melbourne selected. Okay, that's simple. New South Wales selected, Sydney selected. So simple. This will become very easy to do. Also, it is not going to be difficult. So country selected, states of that country come. State selected, cities of that state comes. Cascading, which we do every day in any website, in mobile apps and all that. This is a daily routine for us otherwise. But as a Power BI developer, we are going to do this practically. Then world map. I can show my geographical data on a world map. So you can see India records, So the summary of India, UAE, Brazil, whichever has Australia. So I can show that. And then this drill down is very typical. This is like in Excel's pivot table. So I can have a drill down color wise, and then in that the next tile all. So you can have drill down reports, but this is simple. This is normal. This is like Excel. This is not so different. Okay. Then now let's move forward. Yeah. So now suppose I go with something like a drill through report, let's say, wherein I am showing you first the actual data. I have India and UAE as two countries. In India, I have records of Delhi and Mumbai. In UAE, I have records of Dubai and Abu Dhabi. 8 records are there, which I have shown you. Now, country summary is a pie chart. Country summary is a pie chart. So UAE total and India total, it is showing. Right now, city summaries are showing all 4 cities alphabetically sorted. All UAE, India, all Abu Dhabi, Delhi, Dubai, Mumbai, all. Now, see the drill through effect. If I right click on UAE, drill through city summary, it will take me to that page. Yes, but it is showing all cities of UAE only. So Abu Dhabi, Dubai. So I'm traversing through pages and filtering. I go back. I right click on the India slice, drill through city summary. So all India cities, Delhi, Mumbai. So drill through I can do, which is going to be easy. So we are going to cover this all because this is all frequently required in projects, or a typical conditional formatting I can do. I mean, I can show the employees through their salaries and in different ways. So this is actual data, and see the salaries which are at higher level I am showing in blue color. This is possible in Excel as well. Then background color I can change as, and here the background color is getting changed as per the salary values range. Then I can show that in data bars also. The higher the salary, the width will be more. This is the data visualization. Or icons, I can show salaries to different icons. If the salary is at higher level, a triangle going up, red color. Salary is at lower level, triangle down. And if it is average salary, a horizontal bar. Meaning, now, and then I can show in a bar chart also, I can show the colors of bars with different colors as per the salary figure. So this is something like a conditional formatting, which typically in any data visualization is of course required. Now, those who are more interested in data science, statistics, for them also something like I have here average and constant line. Like I can show typically, uh, so this is my date wise cells. So this is all month end dates are there, right? If you see date wise cells, and then I'm showing a typical line chart and an average cells I'm showing separately in between because these things are required. Then I can have a constant line, which can be a mean line or a max line, or it could be a different value. So I can show additional, I can enhance my analytics by having this constant line, average line, and all that. So we'll see how this also, because these things aspects are important many times. Only fancy colors and all are not important. Many times we need to show average, constant, median, mode, statistical base, because tilting towards data science a little bit, little I can say. Then okay, now this is very interesting, data modeling aspect. I already told you that data comes from different tables. So now if I show you this here, the data modeling, see open data model, just see what the screen, don't go on the steps right now. I have data taken from 3 sources, which is going to be shown in the same Power BI file, data model. So now see here, continent master is there, country master is there, and transactions and how they are related with each other. Continent master and country master are related to continent ID, and transactions and country master, they are related with country ID. So these 3 could be taken from different sources. We don't know. Continent master could be Excel, country master could be Azure, transactions could be Oracle. Data modeling, relationships, and all that. Multiple, and then on that the summaries are created. Finally, okay. So that aspect also is very important. The DAX, the part which I told, and then that consolidated report comes. Then finally, see what has happened in the final outcome. In the final outcome, we have got column from all the 3 tables, like a join, those who know SQL, continent, name of country, name of city from all the three tables, and sum of amount spent. The end user finally wants this only. So this all we can definitely do properly. So this will be uh, okay. Now one more last demo so that you'll understand time intelligence, because that can be more interesting. Uh, Time intelligence demo wherein I can show. I'll just show one interesting. Same period last year I will show you. That is very interesting. I will not show all because we don't have that much time. I can see it's already 9:30. So I will not show everything right now. Maybe one or two of them, but thing that is really great that I will show you. Everybody can understand. Same period last year. Now, just assume the transactions are from 1st January 2021. Means the company started from 1st January 2021. So same period last year is not applicable for the first year naturally. So these values are blank. Now just keep in eye, keep eye. 1st January 2021 is 1033 and 2nd January is 345. Just keep these two numbers in mind. 1st January 2021 is 1033. 2nd January 2021 is 345. Now I scroll down. Nothing will be shown in the highlighted column till please see till 31st December 2021. The moment 1st January 2022 came, now it is showing 1033. Means on 1st January 2022, it went 1 year back. And what was the business that we did on 1st January 2021, which is 1033. And in 2nd January, it is 345. So now it has started. So like today, 24th July 2024. So I want to see what was the business done on 24th July 2023 versus today's comparative analysis. I want to do. Same period last year, a very interesting function we have for that. Such inbuilt function is not there in Excel or in SQL or in Python or all that, but Power BI has in DAX particularly. Then something like year on year table. So see, 2021 sum of amount 2022. So we have got, I mean, there is a reduction from 37,000 we came to 35,000. So there's how much reduction is there as compared to 2021. 23 and 22 comparison. Oh, we have increased. The sum of amount has increased. So it is 1.55%. So all this year on year, quarter on quarter, month on month, this type of analytical things, time intelligence functions can be we can have. So lots of things are there. I mean, we can do, and then there will be one more last, that is we can say waterfall chart, which also becomes very interesting. Last one, in the demo, just see here. This is also going to be very interesting. Waterfall chart. Actual data is what? The same states, 2 times records are there. I have 10 states, Arizona till Ohio for the month of January, and the same Arizona till Ohio for the February, and what business they did in each month. So see, Arizona in January was 50,000 business, whereas the same Arizona state in February did 30,000 more, 80,000, whereas Texas did 70,000, 5,000 in January, but Texas did 5,000 less in February. Now this I can depict in a visualization. Waterfall summary, it is known as. So see, Arizona is on the plus side, okay, whereas Texas is on the downside. Waterfall. So each state, previous month and current month analysis, that is expected. These things are done in projects. So waterfall chart will be there. There are different types of visuals that we can create. Okay, so this is something that you will learn practically how to create in the training. So I think shown you enough glimpses or what all types of different visuals and their data analysis angle understanding I tried to give you. So okay, so from my side, the demo part is almost getting concluded, or my speaking, I can say, is getting finished. So let's maybe we have exceeded the time, I know, but now let's have a quick round wherein if any questions are there, anything you want to ask, maybe let's have 5 minutes at least. So I will give you chance also to speak, because I have spoken a lot in the last 1 hour. I have told everything, but still, if anything is there, please feel free. You can unmute and or raise the hand. I mean, and let me know. Right now we can discuss. The forum is open for questions. Anything it could be about displaying Power BI, whatever it could be. It could be on contents. I told, but still, if anybody is already aware of Power BI particularly and knows, so whether this topic is getting covered or not, whatever it could be. I'm just helping you to think on questions.
Sir, would fabric also be covered in the course?
Okay, good question. Yes, I will be giving you proper initial understanding of fabric from Power BI perspective, because this is very important point what PT has asked. Fabric has a very big meaning. Fabric can be used in data modeling in ETL, in cloud particularly. It has become a competitor for Azure Data Factory or Azure Synapse, by the way. So that angle may not get covered because this is Power BI training. But yes, you will get well acquainted with what is Fabric and how through Fabric entire ETL data modeling all happens in cloud. That we will get covered. Introduction to Fabric will definitely happen.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Because now Fabric is like a happening thing. It's an important thing that so we should know. That's correct.
Yeah, sir, sorry, one more
Yeah.
question. So now there is so much of things about AI, right? AI in BI and all of
Yes.
those features. So would we cover those also?
Good. Yeah. Uh, Definitely yes. All the AI related visuals, all the AI related techniques associated with Power BI, AI ML related get covered. For example, ask question means you can type in simple English, show me a bar chart of country wise total sales. You can type in English and the chart comes below. Or you can ask AI to create a report without you creating manually. I mean, or there is something wherein it can do a deep diving and it can give insights of the summary. So yes, we are going to cover the AI specific things within Power BI.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, and that will be interesting as well. Yeah. So any other questions? Anybody? Like two good questions came from Preeti. So maybe the others can also think on. And right now, don't worry more about certification. Let me make it that also clear, because if you I mean, take admission and you start attending the course gradually, that all will get imbibed in your mind. Right now, PL 300 is not the target also, but because that becomes one of the outcome later for many students, which is right in the right way. Means if you get certified after the training, it is good for everybody. Okay, so the exam orientation, how to give, what types of questions are getting asked, and all that slowly we will see within the training.
Hi, Mandar, Prashant here.
Ah,
Someone
yes. Yeah, hi, Prasant.
course duration, course fees, how the will be the delivery. So if you can just throw some light, or maybe Niranjan can be.
Yeah.
If
Okay, maybe about duration I can tell right now. The fees and other section, yeah, Niranjan will be the right person. Duration is something like we have decided 40 hours, 40 hours, 4 hours each weekend. Of course, I think everybody knows this is the weekend training, Saturday, Sundays. We plan to do it 9 to 1 in the morning session. That becomes a good time also for learning. So probably 9 to 1 will be the right time, 4 hours Saturday, Sunday. So in 1 week, 8 hours. And like this, there will be 5 weekends, 8 into 5, 40 hours. So 5 weekends will be the duration, 40 hours, 4 hours each day, which should not be so heavy for anybody. 4 hours only per day. Online, of course. No logistics, no traveling, nothing involved. No excuse of today there was a big rain and all that. No such. Only your good internet bandwidth and all has to be there. Eagerness to learn has to be there. Sincerity and hardship, putting efforts, mind has to be there. Nothing else. Okay. Yeah, maybe Niranjan can tell about the fees and the other things.
Thanks, Mandar. So the standard fee for this program, I think I've mentioned it in my email as well to all of you, that is 25,000 rupees. but we have a special discounted price for this particular version of the training. The discounted price is 20,000 rupees plus applicable taxes. And to the attendees of the program, we are giving a 10% discount voucher, which will be sent to your email addresses. So make sure that like the email address that was sent to us for registering for this event is correct, because otherwise you will be missing on that. Just in case, if you have a doubt, you can copy your email address in the chat window so that I can take it up from there also. So that's about the fee. So with this 10% discount, the final price would be 18,000 rupees plus applicable taxes.
Yeah, thanks, Niranjan, for throwing light on that. So maybe I think everybody has got about that as well. So just follow the steps which Niranjan has mentioned, because that will be important. The initial logistics, admission procedure part and all. So maybe now if there is, and yeah, we are planning, Niranjan, if I'm not wrong, immediately this Saturday onwards, correct? 27th?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
So this particular training would be starting from this Saturday, that
yeah.
is 27th of July. And one more thing that I want to point out is the code that I am going to share with you. The discount code is a limited period code that's going to remain available only for 24 hours. So it's 9:44 right now. So this particular code will be valid only till 10 p.m. tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. So you have to complete the registration process before that.
Then the links and everything will be sent to the participants who wants to get registered.
Yes, we'll send it to them in the email.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay. Fine. So if there are no questions from any participant about the course contents, or I mean about the training, then maybe we can stop now. And I'm very much, eager to start this training from 27th. So hopefully, if you can make, okay, just one small, last but not the least point. Last but not the least, important point I will just add, and then we'll conclude. Good thing about this training is that there are not hard and fast prerequisites. Means what? Uh, Although you don't know programming or any programming language, it's perfectly okay. Although if you don't know SQL, still it's not a showstopper. You can still learn Power BI. I have taken Power BI training for non-IT sector also. Now you are, if already from IT and you know SQL, you know programming, it is great, but it is not hard and fast. So the great thing about Power BI is that prerequisites wise, there is not a big hurdle. Means this is not an advanced Java training wherein you should know core Java. It's not like that. Business understanding, domain understanding, and then that tool which is going to your use to implement that only is important. So everybody here from any background, because I didn't ask everybody the background here, maybe the time was not that much and all, but still if that point is in mind that, oh, but I am not from IT, I only know Excel. Actually, it is good if you know Excel. It's a advancement of Excel. It's a big brother of Excel, actually, Power BI, to be honest. Okay. So therefore, that is not a problem. That you are not from IT, still you can completely succeed in Power BI, even if you are non-IT. That's the great thing. And if you are from IT, then expectations are more. The industry will try to check that you know SQL also how to use in Power BI, you know AI also how to use, you know some JSON integration, REST API integration, but that will be for IT people. That is not in for non-IT people. So that would also not be a problem. And this training is going to be generic, wherein everybody can understand that only what Microsoft has recommended in PL 300, that only we are all going to cover. So that wouldn't be any problem. So that was one of the important point. Nobody should have any hesitation that I may not have background of things, then should I attend or not? So that's even not a case. Yeah, so I think Niranjan, maybe we can stop now. If no, I think there are no questions, and
Yes. So just confirming, are there any more questions or can we conclude?
okay, I think it seems fine. So,
Yep.
yeah, thanks everybody for your time, your valuable time. I know most of you would be working the entire day, and still you have extended your 1 hour or more than 1 hour, I can say, for this session. So, thanks a lot. All the best for taking the decision, because taking decision is also the first step for everybody. So, I wish you all the best for taking the decision, and then hopefully we'll meet in the actual training, which we probably, I mean, we are supposed to start from this coming Saturday, 27th.
Thank you, Mandar. Thank you, Niranjan.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Prashant. Thanks, Niranjan, for arranging this demo. And thanks, everybody. Good night. Okay, bye.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
Bye.